Apache Spark code reviews. Code reviews. Sometimes the YouTube stream takes a minute or two to stabilize, so I'm going to take that minute to drink this coffee. Oh, coffee is delicious. Oh, let's check the audio inputs. Yep. Mic looks like it's going okay. Little weird chat box looks like it's going okay. And I guess it's almost time for us to start. Yeah. Yeah, okay, sorry. Just had enough difficulty with these failing before. Okay, cool. Looks like the Twitch notification got pushed all the way through. YouTube is up. Yay! Okay, cool. And I'll keep an eye on the comment boxes manually as well, because the restream chat box is still being a little weird unexpectedly. So we'll see how this goes. Okay. With that, let's go ahead and switch our scene over to live. Ooh. I was working on the book yesterday. That's the examples. Let's go back into GitHub Apache Spark. Okay, cool. Oh, right, and yeah, so too many PRs really to look at that way. So we're going to go to the PR review dashboard, which is what I do every week with my milk and coffee. It'll take a minute to load because this was written with the old GitHub APIs. It doesn't really have a lot of caching going on. It's actually all running inside of App Engine, as you can tell from the atspot.com domain. So yeah, first thing we want to do is look and see if the things that we've commented on have been updated recently. Cool. Updated 14 hours ago, committer commented 15 hours. This one isn't right because it doesn't have the full list of committers, but this looks pretty solid. Okay, cool. So it looks like these two other committers on Spark are going to help the PR author figure out how to add a test. And so that's really awesome, right? And this is one of the benefits of contributing to open source is, you know, when you find important things and you fix bugs like these, people who want those bug fixes to happen can help you all the way through. That being said, it looks like, you know, Sean and I'm not entirely sure how to say his name, Yoquan, have this PR well in hand. So we're not gonna bring a lot of value. Probably the most we'd have is the same comment as last time, which is like, you know, thanks for helping. This looks really good. So cool. That one's exciting though. So we can leave that as is. This one we left a question on it. I did leave a question about 2 days ago though. Let's take a quick look, see what the answer, if there was an answer. Okay, cool. Sounds good. I think maybe, let me clarify. Okay, I agree with exposing the driver, with exposing more than just the driver would be useful. While this PR is being worked on, you might want to send an email to the dev list and ask for suggestions on how to solve the broader problem as well. I'd be happy to help where I can, because I think exposing executor information codes easily would be beneficial to folks. Cool. Yeah. Okay. So I mean, really, those are the only two. This one is 3 days ago. That comment is probably my own comment, the one that it's showing from 3 days ago. Oh, yeah. Oh, cool. Love your stream. Yay! Cool. While you're working on a full-time job and having a real life, how can an engineer carve out time to contribute to open source? What's your advice for someone just starting out? Thanks. I really appreciate that. So I think it's really hard finding time to contribute to open source when it's not your job. A lot of the people who you see who contribute a lot to open source have found a way to get someone to pay them to do that work, which is really cool, and that's great. And also thanks for the comment, Archulus Fow. So when I was a student, I just wasn't a very good student. I spent more time writing code than necessarily doing my schoolwork. But while working on a full-time job, I'm not looking for a full-time job yet. So once you have a full-time job, and if it's a full-time job which doesn't encourage open source contributions, it's hard. But I've certainly done it. I find doing small projects with friends that we can do open source is a great way to do that. I am a very social person, so having other friends around who I'm working with really makes a big difference. It's part of, honestly, why I stream, is that I get to feel like I have friends around, even if I'm working underneath my bed alone in San Francisco. So that's something that's helped. I think code reviews are cool if you're comfortable doing code reviews, because you can time box them a lot easier, like set aside an hour or 30 minutes each day, or sorry, each week, and that's pretty good. The other one is like just doing small bug fixes. It might not feel like a lot, but it really can be, because those things, there's so many of them, and it gets so overwhelming as a committer, or as a project developer, to just look at all of the tiny things that need to get fixed, and a lot of the small things will get dropped. And I think really this is a good point, incidentally, is like reviewing the small code changes and also contributing small code changes. Like, there is a lot of value in having people who maybe they don't have the hours per week to put aside to do like really big design documents, but they have the hour, maybe 2 a week, to dig into all of the small changes and sign off on them, right? There's a lot of value there, because a lot of the people who are paid to work on this stuff, they're judged by the big things that they ship. And there's a lot more opportunities for people who aren't getting paid necessarily to work on the smaller things. I'm going to drag this back over here and look at this dense matrix. Okay, cool. Last comment was from me, so we're not... I don't think we'll see this fixed just yet, but that's okay. I think it's getting there. We'll just do a gentle ping, because I think when I left these comments, I didn't mention. Just a gentle ping. If you're fine. Sorry for the slow review process. And that's very true. Cool. Okay. Now we get to go and look at new PRs. Yay! Oof. This one sounds bad. I'm curious. Oof. Okay, so personally, things involving timestamps, super important. Never want to touch them, ever. Time and time zones are the bane of my existence. I don't remember what, but I touched one of them in Spark. Oh yay! I'm glad you found it useful. and I couldn't get away from the code for like almost a year. It's not fun. Improve collapse project to handle projections across limits, repartitions, and samples. Interesting. This is probably in SQL land, I guess. Whatever. Documentation changes. Fix a race condition that may cause dynamic allocation to not work. Ooh, that sounds important. This one, consolidate Scala and Java type deserialize for. Sounds out of the scope that I think I feel comfortable looking at. So we'll leave that to someone else. Oh, more deadlocks. Oh, the class loader. This is another thing which, once you touch it, it's yours. And someone else is willing to touch it. So that's good. Yeah. Re-implement resolver to reduce result. Interesting? For sure. Okay. This is getting pretty big. Let's go see if there's anything. So specifically, I try and check in on Python because there's not a lot of other people working in the Python space as much. Yeah. I thought we looked at this one. Okay, looks like it's fine. Machine learning, heuristic for tree aggregate depth. Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, and we looked at that one. Okay, cool. So, okay. Someone signed off on this. I think they might be a committer. They're an ASF member at the very least. Yeah, Apache Spark committer. So that's cool. It'll probably be up to them to merge it, since they're the one who said it looks good to me. So we'll leave it to them. Yeah, that one's fine. Okay. Simplifies some plans by merging the adjacent projections and performing alias substitutions. This is. Okay. No, this is a work in progress PR. It's good, but like once this other thing is merged, this PR is going to be rebased on top of it. So I'm gonna leave this one be for now. Documentation, cool. Yeah, that looks good. Let's go ahead and take a look at the files changed. Spark Kubernetes executor label name. Add the label specified by label name to the executor pods, for example. Doot. Note that Spark adds its own labels to the executor pod for bookkeeping purposes. Sounds good. Sean Owen signed off on it. Let's go ahead and do just while we're here anyways. Yep, that looks too okay. Looks to be what we would expect. Looks fine. We can also approve that. We could backport this. I don't know if we want to. I'll leave this be for a few minutes and see if Sean Owen commits the change. If he doesn't, we'll commit it. I just don't want us both to try and commit it at the same time. Like, it's Git, it would be fine, but like, life is simpler without that. Fixed race condition may cause dynamic allocation not working. There's a race condition in the executor allocation manager that the Spark listener executor removed event is posted before the Spark listener task start event, which caused oh shit. Oh, this is non-trivial. Oh, this is oof. Yeah, okay. Okay. This is a great PR. This is way too complicated for us to tackle in our like 30-minute review session that we got going on today. Because we got 12 minutes remaining. This is this is huge, important, but not something we can do quickly. But yeah, race conditions are often like that, kind of tricky. Really important, really good that people found it and are working on fixing it. But we're not going to be able to well, we're not going to be able to do a deep review, but we can look through this a little bit. Yeah, okay. So, interesting. Okay. Really small code change. Really complex logic. Just not written here, but like that one would have to spool up in their head to understand and review this properly. Yeah, like I have no idea how expensive this call is. Like we'd have to go and look into that. Okay. We'll skip this one. Okay. Oh dear. Okay. Oh, this is actually kind of nice. That kind of sucks. Fudge. Oh. Oh god. Okay, let's go take a look at this code in some more detail. Since I have worked in the class loader before, and I'm probably responsible for some of the bugs in this. Okay. So, if it's Java 9, the root class loader no longer exposes the URLs of the system class path. Okay. Yeah. Okay, isolated class loader. Check to make sure that the root class loader does not know about Hive. The root class loader is represented by null? Class loader, get system class loader, get parent, get parent. Interesting. Is Hadoop class name starts with Java? Huh. Interesting. Oh god. Shares Hadoop classes. So is Hadoop class is name starts with this and this. And then these are the loggers. And then we say javax.sql were not found without this change. And I think they should always be considered non-shared classes. They're in the JDK from Java 8 at least. Like, there's a lot of things under JavaX which... Oh. Yeah, so... That's yeah. Com.sun, that's like really, that's like a pretty big scope. Java 9. What the fuck? Okay, that's sure. Let's go take a look at that URL. This is okay, cool. Lovely. Instead of every platform. Okay. Huh. Java.sql. Yeah. Hive, JavaX. Hive isolated class loader. This is the Spark one. Did anyone else isolate a class loader? Fudge. Okay, whatever. Yeah. Okay. Okay. So the boot class loader is represented by null. The instance itself isn't accessible, and before Java 9 can see all JDK class models. Yeah. If all jars is empty, return. Oh god, this code is... Yeah. Silly question with regards to... So just... Quick question with regards to the shared, non-shared logic. There we go. Sure. Class letters are just frustrating. Okay. Nah, whatever. This one isn't exciting. Re-implement rec resolver to reduce resolving time. If a stage has abundant tasks, recs for resolving takes a long time when initializing test clip manager caused by massive loops of the rec resolving script. Oh, okay. I wonder what company this person's at. Team member of eBay. Worked for Alibaba. Interesting. I didn't realize there was a large group. Okay. That's interesting. Okay. Whoa. Okay, this is really cool, and I want to dig into it. I think realistically, though, if I want to dig into it, let me check the time. Yeah, it's 10. It's not going to happen today. So we will come back to that one probably next week. Actually, maybe Friday, because I would like to dig into this. Maybe do a Yarn and Kubernetes PR together on Friday, and we'll just do that. Okay, cool. So I think this is our stopping point for today. So thanks for joining me. I'll do another one of these on Friday. Next week, I'll be at DataWorks Summit in Berlin, and hopefully it'll be fun. Hope you all have a lovely day.